prayer. I don't know why I'm struggling so, but I am. I just need your prayers. We'll begin there. We're in chapter 20. We'll begin at verse 18. It says, "And all the people saw the thunderings and the lightnings and the noise of the trumpet and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off. And they said unto Moses, Speak thou with us, and we will hear, but let not God speak with us, lest we die. Moses said unto the people, Fear not, for God is come to prove you, and that is, that his fear may be before your faces, that you sin not. And the people stood afar off, and Moses drew near unto the thick darkness where God was." You know, when the script, when it talks about the thundering and the lightning, that's usually, as a demonstration, it's usually, as the power of God. And I was reading and looking at this the other day, and I got, one day this week, I don't remember what day it was, but it was the day one of them little showers come through. But I was sitting there and I was reading this and I was looking at it, and I seen my cat come out of the bedroom, come into the living room, and it kind of looks at me. Then it turns around and it goes to the bathroom door, and that's where its closet is in there. It stands there at that door and it turns and it looks at me and it takes off in there. And about that time Sandy called me and I'm talking to her and she said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm watching your cat." She said, "Well, why?" I said, "Well, I think apparently it hears thunder." Because that's how she acts. She goes and hides. But what I'm getting at here is, like I say, I've just been reading this and I got pondering on that. I didn't hear no thunder myself. As a matter of fact, it was 15 or 20 minutes before I heard it. But that cat heard it. And I asked Sandy, I said, I just got to pondering why, I don't know, but I did. But do animals know? I mean, when that thunder and the storms come, when it starts that, a lot of them go hide. Why? I mean, do they know that that is God? That's the power of God? I mean, I don't know why, but I pondered on it, and I don't know, but what do you think? I mean, do they understand? Do they know God is their creator? I'm not going to get into all this, are they going to heaven stuff, but have you ever thought about it? I mean, why? Do they know that that's God, and why are they afraid? Anybody? Have you ever thought about it?
That's their survival, I guess. That's why they can sense it, but I don't know.
I don't know, but I pondered on that the other day. Didn't know, but Moses said unto the people, "Fear not." Well, we're to fear God, but yet it says, "Fear not." We're to be afraid of what he does in our disobedience. We're to be afraid of it goes on there, it says that you sin not. You're supposed to be afraid of him and what he'll do if you go against his will. It goes on and says, "And the Lord said unto Moses, Thou shalt say unto the children of Israel, You have seen that I talk with you from heaven. You shall not make with me gods of silver, neither shall you make unto you gods of gold. An altar of earth thou shalt make unto me. Thou shalt sacrifice thereon thy burnt offerings and thy peace offerings, thy sheep and thine oxen. In all places where I record my name I will come unto thee, and I will bless thee. And if thou wilt make me an altar of stone, thou shalt not build it of hewn stone. For if thou wilt set thy tool upon it, thou hast polluted it. Neither shalt thou go up by steps unto mine altar, that thy nakedness may be discovered thereon. You know, why does God say not to lift a tool? Why does he say not to cut the stone?
Because they'd probably start getting creative and making designs in it and fancy and
Because it would, instead of being an altar of God, it would turn into a big I and a little you. Big me, little God. Look what I do. You know. But God takes the simple things, and that's good enough. You know. There's a lot of people think, well, the foolish thing, and he talks about that over in Corinthians, you know, he takes the foolish things to confound them. But the law was given is in three parts. There was the commandments, then the judgments, and then the ordinances. The judgments, they were intended for the judges, for judging in the matters with the people. What is the purpose of all the law?
keep them straight.
Huh?
Just keep them straight, really.
Was to teach you how to live a righteous life. It's to teach you what sin is, to expose sin and what sin is. We're just going to read through some of these. Now these are the judgments which thou shalt set before them. If thou buy a Hebrew servant, 6 years he shall serve, and in the 7th he shall go free for nothing. If he came in by himself, he shall go out by himself. If he were married, then his wife shall go out with him. If his master have given him a wife, and she have bore him sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall be her master's, and he shall go out by himself. And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master and my wife, my children, and I will not go out free, then the master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door, unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. And if a man sell his daughter to be a maidservant, she shall not go out as the men servants do. If she please not her master, who hath betrothed her to himself, then shall he let her be redeemed. To sell her to a strange nation he shall have no power, seeing he hath dealt deceitfully with her. And if he hath betrothed her unto his son, he shall deal with her after the manner of daughters. If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall not diminish. And if he do not these three unto her, then shall she go out free without money. Laws against violence. He that smiteth a man so that he die shall surely be put to death. And if a man lie not in wait, but God deliver him into his hand, then I will appoint thee a place whether he shall go flee. You know, there's a difference in murder and in accidental death or manslaughter. Remember when we was in Joshua? You know, when they get to Canaan, there's, I believe it's 6 cities of refuge that is established, that if you committed manslaughter, you flee to these cities and you're protected until it can be investigated. But, so there is a difference between manslaughter and in premeditated murder. It says, but if a man presumptuously upon his neighbor to slay him with guile, then thou shalt take him from mine altar, that he may die. And he that smiteth his father or his mother shall surely be put to death, and he that stealeth a man, that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. And he that curseth his father and his mother shall surely be put to death. And if a man strive together, and one smite another with a stone, or with his fist, and he die not, but keepeth his bed, if he rise again and walk abroad upon his staff, then shall he that smote him be quit. Only he shall pay for the loss of his time, and shall cause him to be thoroughly healed. And if a man smite his servant or maid with a rod, and he die under his hand, he shall be surely punished. Notwithstanding, if he continue a day or two, he shall not be punished, for he is his money. If men strive and hurt a woman with child, that her fruit depart from her, and yet no mischief follow, he shall be surely punished according as the woman's husband will lay upon him. And he shall pay as the judges determine. If any mischief follow them, thou shalt give life for her. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, hand for hand, and foot for foot, burning for burning, and wound for wound, stripe for stripe. And if any man smite the eye of his servant, or the eye of his maid, that it perish, he shall let him go for the eye's sake. And if he smite out his servant's tooth, or the servant's tooth, he shall let him go free for his tooth's sake. If an ox gore a man or a woman, that they die, then the ox shall be surely stoned, and his flesh shall not be eaten, but the owner of the ox shall be quit. But if the ox were wont to push with his horn in time past, and it hath been testified to his owner, and he hath not kept him in, but that he hath killed a man or a woman, and the ox shall be stoned, and his owner shall be put to death. If there be laid on him a sum of money, then he shall give for the ransom of his life whatever is laid upon him, whether he have gored a son or gored a daughter, according to his judgment shall it be done unto him. If the ox shall push a manservant or a maidservant, he shall give unto their master 30 shekels of silver, and the ox be stoned. And if a man shall open a pit, if a man shall dig a pit and not cover it, and the ox or ass fall therein, the owner of the pit shall make it good, and give money unto the owner of them, and the dead beast shall be his. And if one man's ox hurt another's that he die, then they shall sell the live ox and divide money of it, and the dead ox also shall they divide. Or if it be known that the ox hath used to push in time past, and his owner hath not kept him in, he shall surely pay for ox, and the dead shall be his own. You know, in reading all this, you know, you see the fairness, you know, the just, eye for an eye. But it all comes back to love for your fellow man, respect for your fellow man. You know, like some of these last things right here is talking about the ox. If it's known to have gored before and you didn't keep it up, then you're guilty. Just like, you know, these people got dogs, and their dogs have bit before, or they know their dogs could possibly buy, yet they don't keep them up. Pastor, I know, deals with this stuff all the time. You know, they're guilty of whatever that dog does, you know, and that's what this is talking about. But Jesus tells us, if a man smites you on the cheek, turn him the other cheek also. You know, that's where we have trouble. We want to be resentful, or we don't want to forgive somebody. You know, we want to hold a grudge. We just stay away from them, and maybe it'll be all right. But you know, if we have aught against our brother, we're to leave our offering and go take care of it. Now, I hope nobody has aught against their brother. But if you do, you're in disobedience. Well, I'll get over it before long. Maybe we tend to think that. But we keep coming to church and we keep sitting down here thinking, well, that's the only problem that we've got. Well, the offering plate passes by. Well, you pay your tithe just like always. But you remember the scripture says, leave your offering. Go take care of the problem with your brother. Then come back and offer. If you've got aught against your brother, I tend to believe that any offering you put in that plate, God accept it. Because you're told to take care of the problem with your brother. Then come make your offering. You know, God gives them instructions here for building the altars. You know, we tend to think, well, we really don't have altars. We got these things downstairs, but they're not like what they used in the Old Testament. But Peter writes that we are to offer spiritual sacrifices. What is that?
Love, peace.
Huh?
Love, peace, mercy.
Offer spiritual sacrifices. Be praise, prayer. You know, when was the first altar built? After the flood, Noah built the first one. You know, when I was looking at that and thinking about it, you know, they come off that boat, there ain't very many animals, and Noah starts killing them. Says, Noah builded an altar unto the Lord and took of every clean beast and every clean fowl and offered burnt offerings on the altar. well, so many animals, and Noah, he gets off the boat and starts killing them. You know, it goes on, it says, and God smelled a sweet savor. Noah knew that he took them animals on that boat as seed. And that if God had two, that was enough. He had male and female, that was all it took. I didn't realize it till I was reading in this, but of the clean animals, he took 7 pairs of the clean animals. I don't know, for some reason, I always thought he just took 2 of each one. But of the clean animals, he took 7 pairs. I always thought he just took 2 of each, a pair of each. Of the unclean, he took only 2. Vice, I love you. I ask you again, just always pray for me. Encourage you to be at discipleship class this afternoon if you can.
Ronnie, you spoke there earlier about, before class, about whether God spoke to animals and whether animals heard and stuff. I believe right here it tells us that they do, because Noah didn't go out and chase these animals down. God talked to him and sent them to the ark. So I believe that he does.
She had a dog, I thought she was gonna be blind or. When we talked to her, she had seizures, and that dog was trained to tell if a seizure was coming on. And he had, if she fell or whatever, he was either go get help, or go open the door, and stuff like that. So I think they're God's instruments. I think all the dogs are safe and fine.
You just watch go by any pasture, if you got cows in it, they know when a storm's coming. They start gathering around the old tree. You watch the leaves and they'll start flipping upside down. There's a God, you know what I'm saying?
He created them just like he created us.
Yeah.
They just listen a little more than we do, probably.
Yep.
Well, they stay in tune all the time. We don't stay in tune but a quarter of the time or so.
They don't have cell phones and jobs and all those things that occupy their mind.
Most of them have enough sense to get out of the ring.
Yep.
Anybody else? Good day and God bless you.